Today I'm going to talk about omega-3 fatty acids. I'm going to do three things. One, which supplement's the best by testing. I've tested them and how I've tested them. Two, where you can get them. And three, what are the benefits of them? So first of all, we test them with BrainSpan testing. So we take a drop of blood, we send it to BrainSpan. They will tell us a few things. It tells us a lot of things, but I'm just going over omega-3 now. Omega-3 fatty acid status, omega-6, which is the inflammatory, and DHEA, which EPA, DHEA is in omega-3. So DHEA is for the brain. It helps the cells of the brain. So we measure all those and see. Now, if omega-3 is high, omega-6 is low, that's what we want. If it's reversed, then we're in an inflammatory state. And that's a problem because all chronic disease is driven by inflammation, all of it. So I've tested them, and the one that I tested is by far, I've used a lot of fish oils over a long number of years, and I've been able to test them, watch the test, see how it was going, change it to the fish oil I'm going to tell you about in a second, and watch it skyrocket. I've also take people fresh, new patients, started them out from day one, and saw it just skyrocket. So I know beyond a shadow of a doubt what's the best, not based on getting on the internet and searching what's the best fish oil, but by taking the blood and testing it. You can get the fish oil, and then this is the best that I've tested, Omega High Potency from Designs for Health. So you can get the fish oil a few different ways. One, you can walk right in our office, whether you're a patient or not, and buy it. A lot of people come in our office just to buy supplements. Some end up becoming our patients as we develop a relationship with them. But that's one way. You can call us, we can ship it. Or the third way is you can get online at shopnutritionclinic.com. Shop is SCHOPP. And you can click on Designs for Health. There's three icons on the left. The second one's Design for Health. The third one's Standard Process. Soon there'll be a physical one too, because we use a lot of physical products also. And you can click on that, and Designs will send it straight to your door. So this is the best, and let me tell you why. You look at fish oils, and you're looking at, number one, you say plant-based omega-3s, which doesn't appreciably change those levels at all. We look at over-the-counter fish oils. Most of them are made quickly with heat. They're ransom, and they won't have a big effect on the omega-3 status. Third, you can go to clinical nutrition companies, which of course that's what I do, is clinical nutrition. And I've tested all these fish oils. And ethyl ester versus triglyceride fish oils, the triglyceride just blows the rest of them out of the water. We were getting levels to about 7.5. We want them to 9. I added this supplement I just showed you in. We're getting them to 9 to 13 has been the highest. So we've done this for years and watched, and I've tested. So, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt exactly which fish oil's the best. So that's how to get it if you're interested in getting it. Let's talk about some of the things that this omega-3, omega-6, all this ratio does. Number one, I already said, all disease is driven by inflammation. So this is a very important topic. You must have your omega-3s up. It decreases your chance of having a health problem. The immune system is, when you have an excess of inflammation, which would mean an excess of omega-6, that's too much chronic inflammation, that harms your immune system. So we talk about this all day long. Inflammation's going to cause actually more fat in your body. That causes more inflammation. That causes a downregulated or immune system doesn't function as well. That causes more inflammation. That causes more excess fat. Because all the weight loss we do, I'm explaining that to patients all day long. So we have to break that cycle by getting less inflammation so the body can heal. When it comes to the GI tract, the gut, when you reduce inflammation, you reduce colon cancer. So there's studies out there that says that less inflammation, less colon cancer. Probiotics, which we've all heard about, a lot of commercials about them. Of course, a probiotic doesn't do as much good unless you have a prebiotic that causes it to multiply. And I've done some videos on that. But probiotics will thrive if there's less inflammation. So they'll thrive if we use an omega-3 fish oil. And so that's what we do. If we need to get gut support, sometimes we'll do that. metabolic, there's omega-3 and omega-6 in all cell membranes. Too much omega-6 is going to affect multiple body systems. And so that's another important reason we have to drive up omega-3s, drive down omega-6. So mental and cognitive brain is made of mostly fat. And so DHEA, which I mentioned a few minutes ago, is the building block of healthy nerve cells. So that fat is very important. Some drugs will decrease fat in the brain, and that can cause cognitive problems. So you have to be careful on those type of things. But we need fish oil. We need it. So we're not going to eat fish every day. So we need a fish oil, and that fish oil, we're getting raw fish. We're not cooking it, we're getting raw, so it's going to be much better. Female health. This affects female health. So it affects fertility and reproductive rates. If the omega-3 levels are not where they should be, if it's too inflammatory, that can affect those rates. It also, if it's too high, postpartum, you can have depression after you have a child if those levels are off. So injuries, chronic cells, chronic inflammatory response, all those things are decreased by omega-3 fish oil. So if you get an injury and you damage the cells, that cell requires healing. But if you have too much inflammation, it can't heal, and that can lead you into a chronic problem, chronic pain problem that lasts for a long time. So again, that's another reason. So there's many reasons. I haven't covered them all, but omega-3 fish oils are needed by the human body. We need to get that up. If you want to get tested, you just have to call my office, 314-843-9355, schedule an appointment. I'll go through a consultation. We'll do a brain scan. I'll show you exactly where you're at. And in a few months, I'll show you exactly how high you've gotten. You know, it never fails. This fish oil, like I said, I've tested year and year. You know, it's been tested for a long time. So if you want to do that, give us a call. Any other help, you can give us a call if you have questions. Again, 314-843-9355. Talk to my wife. She handles everything. And then for questions about this type of stuff, you talk to me. So until next time, make it a great day. Always remember, every day is a new canvas. You can paint it any way you want. So wake up tomorrow and just say, I'm going to have the best day. I'm going to make it the best day I possibly can. Okay. Till next time, reclaim your health. Reclaim your life. It's worth it to feel good.